Right then, let's do this. I've got a good feeling about this. Maybe not. Just a box of spiders. Wonderful. Still, the golden chests, they always have something useful. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not going to be a good run after all. Never mind. Famine, it always goes down easily. Just like that. And with our tinted rock, we get that small rock. No. Well, still get the ball of bandage. Not even the ball of bandages. Great. Wonderful. What a fantastic run this is turning out to be. Shenanigans in 3, 2, 1. What absolute rubbish. Still, time for a new adventure. Let's see what we start with this time. It's the bottle of pills. Well, could still be a tears up pill. We can always hope for that. Tears up! Oh, this isn't going to end too well. Yep. Still, time for a new adventure. Finally, a kind room. Jesus. Couldn't resist. Anyways, what am I getting now? The unicorn horn. Now that is interesting. Larry Jr. Badass mode. Engage! Wonderful. Beautiful. Just gonna get a little bit of money to buy the trinket purse so I can carry a little bit more stuff. And then onto the next floor. Ooh, pulse worm. Always useful. Gluttony. Glutton this. I don't really know what sort of joke that was. Never mind. What do I get? Fear shot. Ah, now things are turning a little bit more interesting. And the boss for this floor, of course, it's the haunt. It's always the haunt. The haunt's ended so many runs previously. This time, let's see if we can get some good. I think it's time for the horn. Let's give him the horn! By the way, wow. The horn with a fear effect. See that again. That was close. But yeah, the haunt with a fear effect is a terrifying thing. Absolutely horrifying. Still, no match for us. Haha. Tears and shot speed up. Beautiful. And our first devil deal. Anything good? That's a resounding yes. 9 lives and a third guppy straight off the bat. That's what we need. And we'll take the robes as well because why not? Down to the next floor we go. Open sesame! Can't believe that worked. Whoa! Another close call. Maybe we could see that again as well. There's so many close calls. Here's another one for you. Zoom! I like dicing with death. The triple shots! Now things are starting to get interesting. This could actually be a good run. Our curse room, some pills, meh. How can you do that to me? 2/3 guppy by the 3rd floor. Man, this could be the start of something special. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves because, you know, full health pills, totally useless. But hey, the hollow, it's like this game's handing this win to me on a plate. But no, no, no. No getting ahead of ourselves. No getting ahead of ourselves. Because if we do that, we begin to fail. True, we've got 9 lives to spend on it, but we don't want to waste them. We're going to need those 9 lives if we're going to take on the lamb later. Dog food. Completely useless. So useless, I'm not even going to take it out of the item pool. Never mind. Onto the boss arena with the goat head. That's exactly what you need as the lost guaranteed devil deals for free for the rest of the run. That's what we need. Oh, the constant thorn in my side that is the haunt. How can you be so malignant. But hey, never mind, he's out of the way, so that's all good. Super Pride. Super Pride has a habit of killing me very easily. I'm not very good at dealing with Super Pride. But on this occasion, see, it very nearly took me out there. But what? Hang on. I've got 2 dead cats. Do the lives stack as well? If the lives stack, then that's... This has become the run that's gonna end all runs. If the 2 stack. Oh, and by the way, should you want the seed for this run, here it is. And why wouldn't you want the seed after 2 dead cats? The only downside is it didn't appear to turn us into Guppy. But, never mind. More options. We now have the chance increased to become Guppy. The Dark One. Dark One always a tricky one. As proven. As proven. 8 lives left. It's okay though. We can manage. The Dark One's not that bad. I was just silly and forgot that he could Brimstone Beam. Never mind. The Squeezy. Of course the Squeezy. Tears up is what we always need. So now we're shooting a bit faster. Any interesting devil deals? Well, nothing catching the eye. I mean, we'll take the books just to remove them from the item pool so we don't get those again. But other than that, not really. Oh, invisible enemies are always the worst. 7 lives left. That's not good. But hey, we got Wrath, however you choose to say it. No big issue. A tinted rock that I missed earlier. So glad I came back for that. Hopefully this item room will bestow upon us bountiful gifts of playing cards. And it doesn't even give us a good one. Of course it doesn't. Why would it? The Fallen. Oh, the Fallen can give me a bit of an issue sometimes. But it's okay, because unicorn stumps. Guppy's collar and Abaddon. What should I choose? Of course it's the freaking collar. Now we are Guppy. And we have the eternal life, as well as, well, 6 lives now. But hey, even still, plus the potential possibility of another 9, thanks to a second dead cat that we picked up. You get out of my sight. We're doing good. If we made it to the mum fight with 5 lives, apparently. Let's try again. That is how you do it. Make sure to take the negative, because we need to go to the lamb. I don't want to waste this run going somewhere we've already been. And Guppy's Paw as well, along with the pentagram. And Brother Bobby, or Sister Maggie, whichever one of those that is. Sister Maggie, of course it is. Man, things have just gotten interesting. These tapeworms always screw me over. Yep. As I said, 4 lives remaining. Things are starting to get tense now. 4 lives in the womb. Sorry. 3 lives in the womb. Things are getting tense. It's okay though. Double Trouble Gertie. You know, this seems like that boss fight just was cheesed. Such a cheese fight. Just hover over the gap and do nothing. It's got to be the coat hanger, hasn't it? More tears up is exactly what we're after. And our devil deal this time is Krampus. To be fair, we've gotten away without Krampus for quite some time. It's probably only fair that we get him now. And he gives us his head. Would have preferred the lump of coal, to be honest. Because I want to hang on to my unicorn stump. But, you know, never mind. Never mind. Now to take on It Lives. It lives. It dies by my hand. That was shenanigans. What the hell happened there? A monster spawned on me. Shenanigans. Absolute shenanigans. Still, never mind. It lives, it dies, it's dead. Now we can do this. We can do this. We shall do this. And Shale passed fairly without incident. Time to take on the Dark Lord himself. And that was relatively little issue. Still relatively little issue. Little issue. Little issue. No, not today, thank you. And down goes Satan's hoofs. We've made it to the dark room. Booyah! The mind. Did we get anything good out of the chests at the start? Guppy's tail. Well, now we're pretty much completely Guppy. That's pretty interesting. And there's not a great deal else to accomplish from these chests. So let's just take on the dark room as best as we can. Twin wretcheds? Meh. Not too much of a bother. We can take care of those, no issue. And we have. What's in the box? Loki's horns! That's a pretty good weapon to have, I think you'll concur. Shooting tears all over the place. Twin adversary! Man, come on, the game was treating me so well. And that gives me twin adversary? Yeah, that was never going to go well, was it? One life remaining. Things are getting tense and nervous. 3 headless horsemen is always a pain for me as well. But it's okay. We will manage. We will survive. We will win. Maybe not today. Maybe not tomorrow. What am I saying? This is how rooms were supposed to be fought. We're doing okay. Until I just wandered into that. Look at that. No lives. This is it. This could be it. Did the cats stack? We'll find out. They freaking did! Can you believe that? 2 dead cats in one run. 18 lives. Yes. One could argue, of course, that it could potentially just be the effect of Guppy's collar. You know, it might have just brought me back to life on the basis of luck on this occasion. And you would be right and maybe forgiven for thinking that that's the case. However, as you can probably see by the video length, there's still quite a decent amount left to go. And as you can probably imagine, with us being in the dark room, I'd die quite a few more times. And more times than Guppy's collar would be more times than Guppy's collar would be willing to let me relive. Quad shot. Now things are really heating up. However, the Room of Greed that messed me up. 8 lives left. Well, I don't know. What? Well, now it's definitely 8 lives left. The first count we had, that was like 18 lives left. It's got to be the least trouble Gertie Jr. has ever given me. And there was 2 of them. 2 chubs. Man, I like a room with 2 chubbies in it. What? Shut up, Nick. That's not appropriate context for a joke. Moving on. These little puffballs are so annoying. You've got to take them out very quickly, otherwise they just laser beam you. Talking of laser beams, technology 2... Well, I decided to leave it on this occasion because it's a bit of a damage down. And I don't want a damage down. Not this close to the end. So, I left it. Along with that room with 2 Fallens in it. However, Twin Death on the other hand, now that is acceptable. Only just though, it did have me running for my skin a few times, if that's a saying that exists, which I don't think it is, because it sounds really weird. Moving onwards. More ghostly devils. This time though, they don't give me that much of an issue. Which is fine by me. Trying to navigate it through the dark room. You spend all your time when you're in this vulnerable position going, please let this be the way to the Lamb, and it never is. 2 widows. It's easier than 2 wretcheds. Especially when you've got an armada of flies to do all your work for you. But as you can probably imagine, it's a while before I find the Lamb. And I get into a spot more bother before I find the Lamb. And it definitely keeps you on my toes. 2 cages. That was never going to end well though, was it? It's so rare that I actually even come across the cage in normal play. I only ever really find the cage in like these big boss battles in the chest or dark room. So my conclusion has led me, I've either got to face a room with 3 greed monsters or a room with 2 adversaries. And if you ask me, greed sounds better to me than 2 adversaries. Believe it or not. I'm getting rinsed by greed at the moment. And it's getting concerning. To the point where I try and hope for a secret room. But alas, the game's not that kind. Fortunately, this time we took them out. Steam sale for our efforts, which doesn't really serve much use now, but it's the thought that counts. Twin husks. That's fairly easy, right? Well, you can see it's fairly easy. What I was hoping for at this point was that there was enough rooms left between me and the lamb to recharge my unicorn horn, because God knows I don't want to go and fight the lamb without a horn. These exploding flies is not nice. There's a battery for my efforts, so at least I no longer have to worry about recharging my horn. But it would be nice. It would be nice to have a full charge before we get there. More ghost devils. No dramas. No dramas. It's amazing how the early ones gave me issues, but these ones don't. 2 Monstro 2s. This game is really throwing its all at me. Twin adversaries. Twin cages, twin Monstro 2s. You ever get the feeling like the game just doesn't want you to win? Well, I definitely have that feeling. However, I'm going to ignore that feeling, and I'm going to make a very brave effort with 3 lives minimum, bearing in mind Guppy's collar. I'm going to make a brave effort, and we will win. Loads of teratomas. Did you see how close that was? Well, now you will. Oh, that could have ended me. But it didn't, so we should be thankful. Take out the rest of them. And then... holy jeez, guys. It's time for the lamb. Let's do this. I'm not sure what a tactic is to fight the lamb. I just kind of pelted him with tears till he did this, and then I panicked and was just like, oh, unicorn horn! Do what damage we can to him now. And then just hope for the best afterwards. And to be fair, it's looking in our favour. And I'll focus on the actual lamb's head, because that's the bit that does all the damage and is the hardest bit. The body is no issue, as is proven. Freaking, we did it! We did it! We did it! We freaking did it! Case in point. In we go. Final cutscene. That is amazing. Wonderful. The soul has been unlocked, and freaking Godhead as well. I was so over the moon, and I still am. I've beaten the Lost, which is awesome. And I beat it before Rebirth became Afterbirth. See you next time.